producer and filmmaker found the meaning of life while working on a docu-film which captured the voices of survivors of the 2017 hurricanes. Our USVI News' Francis Felix brings us his story.
It's been 5 years since the hurricanes, and a lot of memories are coming back. A documentary filmmaker found the meaning of his life, showing the resiliency of the islanders.
Because in our islands, good morning means so much more than a text.
5 years ago, life changed for the Virgin Islanders when Hurricane Irma Maria hit in 2017. Filmmaker Peter Bailey created a documentary series based on his own personal experience having survived both hurricanes. Paradise discovered the Unbreakable Virgin Islanders film shared the story of survivors, their fate and resiliency to overcome what it's called the storm of the century, an experience he pointed out felt like the end of the world.
The apocalypse. You live in the world and you think everything is secure and everything is under control. And then it hits you that you're like this little dot in this great wild universe, and something called Mother Nature runs everything. It's like our road. I think it's like hell opens its doors. And I just remember why? Why is this happening? Where is this coming from? And it just gave me a greater appreciation for life and God's earth. And it made me realize that there's something else out here that we need to focus on.
But why he decided to create this series of films?
I created that film because I wanted forever for generations of kids in this region to understand we're more than a postcard. We're more than somebody's good time. We're more than somebody's backdrop to a vacation. And I wanted to make sure that we were immortalized and that the story was told in our voice, because for too often people descend in our home and create a story and own a story for them.
For the filmmaker, this film led him to find his purpose in life.
Sometimes you're forced. Sometimes things happen and you realize it's bigger than you. You're not the factor. And in that moment, as a journalist, I've been trained to always be an observer, right? Journalists are never supposed to put themselves in the middle of the story. And it was a very awkward experience because for the first time, I knew if I was the story. And that told me this is what I'm supposed to be doing, because the universe already broke laws. I mean, these storms did things that were inconceivable. So that kind of told me, hey, Peter, this is a moment in your existence that is greater than you. You have to be unbreakable to create beauty in a space where people think it's just beaches. So when I think unbreakable, what I try to do, look, man, after those storms, I found something else here. It was like the ancestors, that magic that people are drawn to. I started to appreciate it. I started to appreciate all of this and what makes it unbreakable.
In the documentary, community leaders are part of the narrative.
You're going to see a group of people that held each other together and are trying to move forward to build bigger and stronger. You're going to see the unbreakable people. You're going to see the world's most resilient people.
An important question to be answered for the filmmaker after surviving, if it is possible to rebuild from this.
When I came back to see the leaves on the trees again, it was magical. So Mother Nature told me, we'll be back. We'll be back.
So right now, Peter is working on another documentary series called Unbreakable Virgin Islanders 2.0 that promised to take this story even further. Reporting from Isla Verde, Puerto Rico, Francis Felix.
We knew Peter was in Puerto Rico celebrating a birthday, so we want to send him a big happy birthday to him from all of us here at USVI News, and really excited to see that documentary and how Irma and Maria impacted folks in the Virgin Islands. Well, the Caribbean is set to benefit from $28 million in assistance from the Joe Biden administration to support increased food production and agricultural development. Guyana's president, who has the responsibility of co-chairing a U.S. CARICOM Dominican Republic subcommittee on food security, said U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris made the announcement in Washington on Thursday. It came as she met with regional leaders responsible for the subcommittees on energy security, access to finance, and food security. The president said he also used the meetings as an opportunity to propose a joint approach to ensure regional sustainability in the energy sector, which includes natural gas, fossil fuels, and renewables.
Barbados, Suriname, Guyana, and Trinidad and Tobago are key players in the energy sector. I propose at the meeting that the U.S. engage these countries in an effort to building a sustainable development strategy for energy security, not only for the region, but also for the U.S. and further afield. In terms of agriculture, there has been tremendous progress on the subcommittee dealing with food security. Not only an announcement by the U.S. that $28 million will be available immediately to look at the short-term activities in supporting the increase in food production and bettering agriculture in the region, but also we agreed in tackling the intra-regional trade barriers and those that exist.
Does your pet have what it takes to be a cover model? That's what the St. Thomas Humane Society wants to know. They're now accepting submissions for its 2023 Cutest Rescue Pet Calendar Contest. It's the fourth year for the contest, which is also a fundraiser. You can enter a photo of your rescue pet and a short description, then share with your family and friends to donate to your pet's fundraiser. Every dollar counts as a vote. Entry fee is $10 per pet entry photo, and you can enter as many photos as you like. You have until October 15th to enter. For all the rules and to submit your cutest rescue pet photo, visit the Humane Society's website on how to enter, hsstt.com, and look for the link to enter the contest.